When it comes to cartoons with celebrities starring in them, there's a long list of them, from Jackie Chan and Jackie Chan Adventures to Mike Tyson Mysteries, and some of these shows can be a hit or a miss. But what about comedians? You know, the jokesters of the entertainment industry, the people who take their trauma and make it into a joke for us simple folk. Surely the people with an idea of comedy knows how to make a good cartoon. Yeah, at the end all we got was Life of Louie or Big Mouth. I think when it comes to comedians and cartoons, it has to balance off each other. And since I'm doing a review of all the Animation Domination cartoons, I think it's only right to talk about the Lucas Bros. No, not them. Yeah, them. Cartoon that was written by the Lucas Bros for the Lucas Bros. So, is this cartoon gonna beat the comedian cartoon allegations? Let's find out. So sit back, grab your nearest twin. It's time to watch cartoons. So before we get into the show, let's talk about the two who helped create it, and that being the Lucas brothers. A pair of twin comedians. You might know them from their stand-up or even the role in 21 Jump Street. You know, that one movie that made Kanye cool with the Jewish people. After the success of 21 Jump Street and Animation Domination being a thing in 2 years, the Lucas brothers would pitch a show to Fox, and they would actually have a pilot air on Fox a year before Animation Domination would pick it up for 2 seasons. The series featuring the voices of the twins as their own animated counterparts. And actually, in the original plan, they were going to be working as cable installers as jobs, which the Lucas Bros worked in real life, but the idea was scrapped according to Keith, who felt the premise was too close to the Cleveland Show, another show that was running on Fox. So with quick thinking, they switched things up to the moving company, since it's a Brooklyn thing. Yeah, I don't get it either. With the show getting 2 seasons, what was the show about? Nothing, honestly. Now, I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's just the Lucas Bros Moving Co. cartoon was just a part of the Animation Domination lineup. One of the majority of the things that the show follows is being an episodic format. So if you miss an episode, it's okay. The next one won't be connected in no way. And that's what the Lucas Bros Moving Co. is. And since the Lucas Bros was written by the Lucas Brothers, the jokes are going to consist of the comedy, which is more of a surreal stoner comedy. Like if you're watching it for the first time, not knowing anything about the Lucas Brothers, you'll probably be a little confused about the jokes. But if you do know them, this is like the best thing ever. Honestly, I'm kind of in the middle when it comes to this show. Kind of more towards liking it. I guess the comedy doesn't hit too much, and rewatching it wasn't that bad, but you do feel it when the jokes don't land well, and we're all just standing there. And it doesn't really help that both Keith and Kenny are just the same character in the show. Get it? Because they're twins. However, I can appreciate the love they have for pro wrestling. One of my favorite pastimes. Hell, I even trained under JTG. Like the first episode has them hiring Jake the Snake Roberts to help them move a bed. And what's so cool about it is how they actually got Jake to voice himself. I'll talk about the guest voices they had in the show a little bit later, but in this episode, Jake the Snake hits a DDT into Brooklyn, so the Lucas Bros have to hire Stingle. You mean Sting? No, he wasn't in the budget. And that's where you get the majority of the episode. Kind of reminds me of a regular show, honestly, but with the joke that the Lucas Bros don't care. The series premiered on November 23rd, 2013 on Fox, and it premiered with Golden the Insatiable, a other show that Animation Domination ran. The duo stated around the time of the premiere, the series was picked up for 6 more episodes, and Fox would announce that in April 2014 that the Animation Domination block would cease broadcasting on June 28th, 2014. Though its programs will continue on digital platforms, the brothers soon announced that the 2nd and 3rd season following the film debut in 22 Jump Street. These seasons bringing a total number of 18 episodes aired on FXX starting on October 26, 2014. And that's where all the episodes will be dumped to finish off the seasons. And it's a shame because this show did have a good cast of actors and special guest stars would be a part of the show, lending the voices, but I'll talk more about that after this. So with the Lucas Brothers already being an established comedy duo, already being in some movies, it wouldn't be hard to believe that they will be able to get top tier special guest voice actors. From Eric Andre to Hannibal to the Workaholics crew, even big artists like Tyler the Creator, Action Bronson, and even YG. It's just a shame, like I said, that it was kind of a waste on how Fox treated the show. Sure, most of the time the comedy revolved around the brothers pointing out stuff or doing improv, with some of the episodes having some funny moments. They have this running joke about their dad being a deadbeat, and in one episode they actually randomly find him. He lives in this whole town full of deadbeats, so he has to end up lying to the whole town so they won't find out that his kids actually found him, only for the end to have the whole town up and just disappear on them to go get some milk. But that would pop up again and again on other episodes. An episode I do always remember rewatching the most is the one with the Lucas Bros getting into a relationship with Tia and Tamara from Sister Sister. You remember that show? That hit 90s show with the twin sisters? I used to love that show back in the day. But in the episode, the Lucas Bros get into a relationship with them because they're twins. And you find out that there was a third sister in the group and was cut from being in Sister Sister and had to live in the shadow of Tia and Tamara. And we get one of my favorite clips from this show.
Jack, hey, we gotta get rid of one of them. Which one? Zip that one. Boom, she's dead to us. That's how Hollywood works, people. Yes, I love it!
She ends up kidnapping the Lucas Bros and tries to feed them to sharks. They all saved by Tia and Tamara, and they have to end the relationship there just to go stop their evil sister. So, while rewatching the Lucas Brothers, something was catching my attention. A lot of that was the art style of the show, and I don't know why I didn't catch this earlier, but it was worked on by Ben Jones. You know, the guy who made Stone Crackles, and pretty much who made Animation Domination. It's interesting to see how these two shows with the same art style coexisted with both being different in writing and comedy. But if you had me pick, I'm gonna stick with Stone Crackles. What are you kidding me? Best way I can describe the difference between these two shows is that how in Stone Crackles, something random would happen and the characters would usually overreact to the situation, or hell, even add on to it, making it 10 times worse. And on the other hand, if the situation would happen in Lucas Brothers, what would most likely happen is that the bros would just nonchalant talk about it and just randomly just point out things about it, or just reminds them of the situation in front of them. You see how you can feel a little dragged on? Oh yeah, I'm also forgetting some of the other characters in the show. Another notable character is our best friend Gerard, played by Gerard Carmichael. He's pretty much the Skips in the series, always there for the brothers and giving them advice, or even tagging along in the eventuals. I wouldn't say he plays the straight man because of the brothers' nonchalant attitude, kind of makes it hard to play off. Also, I want to bring up the brothers' mom, played by Hannibal, and that plays the church-loving mom with some funny moments. But with all things, the Lucas Bros had only 2 seasons and being canceled on June 5th, 2015. And how did Kenny and Keith felt? I can imagine them saying it is what it is. And maybe that's all we should take from this show. Don't overthink things and just roll with the punches. Like, for example, got a bad grade? Well, at least you made it to school. Didn't find that Bret Hart Ultimate figure? Well, get the basic Bret Hart, because it is what it is. If you're looking to watch Lucas Bros, it used to run on Hulu with the other Animation Domination shows, but it got taken down, so you can watch it on Amazon Prime for $1.99. Did I pay that $1.99? Nah, I got my ways to watch stuff. But that's gonna be it for the video, everyone. Did you ever watch the Lucas Bros Moving Co. when it was airing? Let me know down in the comments below, and while you're at it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Next Animation Domination show I'm gonna be reviewing, I think I'm gonna go with Golan, since Halloween's coming up, kind of fits the vibe. But if you want to watch me review more Animation Domination shows, go check out the Stone Crackers videos that I've already done. So, till the next one. Peace.
Look who it is, it's us, man. Oh man, I was ready to die. And now all we gotta do is smoke pot and wait. And by wait, I mean smoke pot and wait.